Indeed, our guest today is Hemant Rustagi, a Wiseinvest Advisor, and straight away let's go across to our first caller. It's Ganesan who calls in from Mumbai. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, could you tell us your question?
Yeah, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm already investing rupees 8,000 per month in SIP.
Okay.
Okay. Will I achieve rupees 1 crore in a 15-year span time?
Okay, in your existing investments, could you tell us where you're investing? Are these all equity SIPs?
Yeah, equity SIPs.
Okay.
Okay, to secure my future.
All right. Hemant, what's the advice?
Well, I think, Ganeshan, 2-3 things you need to look at. You also, I think, mentioned that you're looking at going for a term plan, which I think is a perfect thing because, before you start your investment process, make sure that, you have adequate risk cover in terms of life insurance as well as health insurance. So once you take care of these two, the entire focus then can be on the goal that you want to achieve over a 15-year period. One thing for your existing portfolio is that, even though you're investing for 15 years, you're investing in 7 funds, okay, out of which I think 7 are equity fund and 1 is multi-class fund. 7 funds for investment of 8,000, I think definitely a case of over-diversification. You need to reduce your number of funds. My recommendation to you would be that you bring it down to 2 or 3, maybe max 3 funds. Now, out of the existing fund, you can look at 3 funds which are DSP BlackRock Top 100, which is a fund which invests in the top 100 companies in terms of market cap. And the second one can be IDFC Premier Equity. This is a quality mid-cap fund. And the third can be ICICI Focus Blue Chip, which is again a large cap fund, but the only difference between this fund and DSP Top 100 is that DSP Top 100 has a broad diversified portfolio and ICICI Focus goes for a concentrated holding. So look at these 3 funds, don't have too many funds. If I assume a return of 12% for a period of 15 years, I think you can build a corpus of around 38 to 39 lakhs. You need to obviously invest more. If you're not in a position to do that, you can at least continue this process, and as and when it is possible for you, try and increase that. In fact, one more thing I would like to mention here, Ganeshan, for you is that while you said that your one goal is to build up a corpus for securing your family and your own financial future, I'm sure there are going to be other goals during this period. Don't make a mistake of having one combined portfolio for all the goals. You need to actually establish your goals from the time horizon point of view, short-term goals, medium-term goals, and long-term goals. Because if you have only one portfolio keeping 15-year time horizon in time, and if you need money after 3 to 5 years, the chances are if the markets are not doing well that time, you may not be able to get out of the market, or if you get out, you may have to book losses, you may not achieve what you want to achieve. So establish your goals, establish your time horizon, accordingly build up your portfolio, because a portfolio for a 3 to 5 year time horizon is going to be completely different from a portfolio which is for 15 years. For 15 years, you can focus on pure large cap equity funds, a mix of large cap, mid cap, and multi cap. 3 to 5 years, the focus has to be on a mix of debt-oriented hybrid funds, equity-oriented hybrid funds, and maybe a large cap-oriented equity funds. So if you do that, I think you will not have any disappointment in the future, and you should be able to achieve what you want to achieve over a period of 15 years.
Fair point. Ganeshan, thank you very much for joining us. Hemant, please stay on. We have more viewers queued up to ask you their personal finance questions. Let's take a quick break and be back. Welcome back. Just take a quick look at the equity markets. The markets have not been able to hold their chin up. Like we said, sometime back they moved below that 4,900 mark, about 15-20 minutes back. Now at 4,891. So it's a slow grind lower, slow giving up of gains. The CNX mid-cap now is not even 0.5% higher. It began the day with about a 1% in terms of gains. So this slow receding is not boding very well. We still have some time. Okay, we should be getting the European market rates any time now. Watch out for that. Maybe a minute or two from now, these are the futures rates. and they are looking in the green, but nothing very emphatic about this green here, which is perhaps explained, which is why perhaps we are seeing kind of a listless performance in the Indian markets as well. Global cues are not great or convincing by any standards, and the market is alive to any possibility of some adverse news, some poll trends out of Greece, some statement from ECB, any of which can, drive this market into jitters. So market's looking tentative even if it is in the green at this point in time. Let's shift to personal finance. That's an evergreen area where people will always have opportunities and reasons to invest. Praveen Kumar from Bangalore is joining us with his questions. Go ahead, Praveen Kumar, what's your question?
Hi, Lata. Thanks for taking my question. I was basically looking at investing 25,000 rupees per month in the equity market. I am not sure how long is long, but in the present market condition, but I'm looking at a time horizon of 10 to 15 years. And
you have just one dependent. So is there any specific goal when you say 10 to 15 years? Anything more that you can tell our expert in terms of, is it buying a house? I mean, you say age 33, so this is certainly not a retirement corpus that you're looking at.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably looking to retire at 50, so...
Okay. All right. Let me check out if Hemant has more questions for you. Go ahead, Hemant.
Praveen, I just want to find out from you, are you adequately covered in terms of life insurance? Do you have any life insurance policy?
I have a term insurance of 50 lakhs. I know that is not sufficient here, but yeah, I'm planning to take another policy for 50 to 75 lakhs.
Yeah, I think that'll be the right way to actually go forward, because while it is a good thing that you are already planning your retirement at the age of 50 and you 15 years in advance you want to start planning for it, at the same time you need to make sure that during this period if something happens, their dependents and your family is well taken care of. So I think it's a good decision to go for term plan and also make sure it's adequately covers your risk cover. As far as your investments are concerned, since you have a time horizon of 15 years, well, you can look at an asset class like equity. Always remember that when you're investing for 15 years, that too on a monthly basis, you don't have to worry too much about the current market condition. Yes, it is true that when you're an investor, it always worries you as to what is happening in the market, but with a time horizon of 15 years, especially when you're following a disciplined approach, I don't think you need to worry too much about the market condition today, because the one benefit of investing regularly is that you benefit from averaging. So there are 3 or 4 funds that you can look at actually for investment of 25,000. You can look at a multi-cap fund called HDFC Equity, where you can invest 7,000 rupees. You can look at one large cap fund, which is ICICI Focus Blue Chip. You can invest 6,000 rupees in that, and one IDFC Premier Equity, which is a multi-cap, which is a mid-cap fund. You can invest 6,000 in that, and Reliance Equity Opportunity Fund. You can invest another 6,000 here. The reason why I'm recommending 4 funds is that in future, if you are able to invest more money, add more money to these funds, don't add too many funds, and see that if it is possible. While it is all right that you want to start with 25,000 rupees, I'm sure over a period of time you will be able to increase this amount. So as and when it's possible, keep adding to this, so it will help you in terms of building up a corpus. If I assume again annualized return of 12%, at 25,000 rupees per month investment can get you a corpus of around 1.25, but if you extend your time horizon by another 5 years, it can be around 2.4. But if you want to achieve this target of 5 crore in 15 years time, then I think you need to invest around 75 to 80,000 rupees per month.
Right, Praveen, that's the advice for you. Hemant, thanks a lot for that comprehensive answer to Praveen Kumar and to our other viewers.